Over the past decades, European integration has started to slow down. At the same time, Euroscepticism is on the rise. But while Eurosceptics are quite explicit about their goal of disintegration, it feels like pro-Europeans have much less distinct of a vision for Europe's future. Focusing on social policy, my new book Ideas of Social Europe takes a closer look at this suspicion and unearths how those who claim to support the EU actually sometimes contribute to preventing its further integration. Politicians across party lines have been promising a social Europe for decades. Still, genuine European social policy is lacking. This book investigates the reasons behind this paradox. If everyone actually wants a social Europe, why is progress towards it so slow? While past research focused on power and institutions to explain who is blocking social policy integration, this book explores the ideas that enhance and erode European social integration. It questions pervasive assumptions on who the protagonists of social Europe really are by analyzing what key political stakeholders, including the European Commission and parties in the European Parliament, actually mean when they promise a social Europe. The analysis then demonstrates how a specific set of ideas has been normalized across institutions and political parties. Although social Europe inherently is a promise for change, the ideas embraced by pro-Europeans across the political spectrum lock in rather than challenging the status quo. In other words, this book makes sense of the stagnation of European integration, not only by looking at those who are openly hostile to the EU, but by moving supposed EU supporters into the limelight as bystanders of Euroscepticism. However, there's a flip side to this coin. By delving deep into the history of the idea of a European unemployment insurance, Ideas of Social Europe illustrates how a few individuals from academia, think tanks and politics are determined to realizing a disruptive vision of a Europe that protects its citizens. This book shows how they can be successful and how against all odds, even just a few individuals can change the path of EU integration. The presented findings are relevant way beyond the realm of academia and help policymakers and political stakeholders more broadly identify strategies of how to reshape the European Union we know today. If you want to learn more about how ideas can enhance or erode federalist integration, or if you're interested in European social policy, check out Ideas of Social Europe, out now with Edward Elgar Publishing.